So what's going on, guys? Back again with another video. I do a little rundown on how it's been for me on Turo. So as you know, I got a 2021 Camaro RS 3LT, and I got this in November of 2020 during the pandemic. I got my first trip on Turo in December, like the first week of December, and since then I've gotten 30 trips in total. It's been a year. After a year and after 30 trips, I put a grand total of about 12,700 and some change on there. So almost 12,800, which I don't think is a bad number. I really, 12,000, that's like the insurance company would love to hear. I only put 12,000 miles on my car. My biggest fear when I started Turo was the mileage. Well, I wouldn't say biggest fear, but one of my biggest fears is the mileage. I did think that I would be putting, 20,000 miles in a year, because it's a rental car. But, this is so different from a rental company where if you rent a car, they can drive it wherever. Where on Turo, you dictate how many miles they get per day, and if they go over, you charge them. So, which incentivizes people not to be driving all over the place, which is why I focused on getting higher dollar value cars than cheaper cars. Because if you can control the mileage, or if a customer is limited to 200 miles, then they're going to want to get the best value out of that 200 miles that they can afford. When it comes to the mileage, I have mine set at 200 miles a day. I've had trips over 5 days where they're getting 1,000 miles or more. They don't always use it. And I've also had trips where it was 3 days for a grand total of 600 miles, and they ended up using less than 100 or less than 200 miles for a 3-day trip when you get 200 per day. But like I said, on the flip side, I have had a trip where someone put 1,200 miles on my car. So if I had a real big attachment, then I would feel some type of way. But I got these cars specifically for Turo. It may be cars of my choosing that I want the most, but it's specifically for Turo. So the mileage, I don't really trip on the mileage. I only trip on the money. So it's only been, only 12,000 miles. Not too bad. I thought it was going to be higher after the year. Maybe next year we should have more trips. We should make more money. So it probably will be more miles, but I'm going to drive it less now that I have more cars. And I'm trying to get more cars too. So hopefully.